Good morning. Good morning. We here. All right. Get this stuff pulled up. All right. Get connected here. Let's see what we got. All right. Just trying to see what we got here. Get a couple things set up. We're running a little behind this morning. All right. Got that set up. How's it going, Ethereal? All right, I got that set up. I'm going to do a little quick work over here. Little quick work over here. Run. There we go. All right, got that set up. Got to look at a few things here and see what we got. Big overnight session there. Big overnight push. So probably going to be a rough day, I would imagine. No real news. Got a 20-year bond auction at 1 o'clock. 20-year bond at 1. All right, let's see. What up, Ben? Robert, good morning. Your long yesterday was successful. Looks to be. I mean, that breakout, I mean, my short failed, right? But we did have that breakout of that level that we were talking about. I don't even know where it was. Here? Maybe. What up, Trading Mints? How's it going? All right, let me see what Mancini has to say here. He said anything else? What up, John? Good morning. 628 recovery triggers. 6051. All three hit. Did they hit? What? Oh, he must be on. Is he on the new contract? Yeah, I guess he's on the new contract already. I don't know if I want to roll over today, though. Should we roll over today or tomorrow? Good morning, Coper. What up, Rob? Sunny Spain. Where's the volume? Let me see. Good morning, Matty Matt. In queue. Let me see. Let me check the volume. Well, you could roll over. I usually wait till like Tuesday, but I like to see which one has more volume first. NQU 64. I mean, June still has the most volume. Probably tomorrow. Asper, good morning. I'll probably stay on this chart for now. I don't really see any reason of rolling over yet. $9:22. Got about 8 minutes until open here. Let me do a little homework here. Make sure my orders are working. Okay, that's good. I'm going to try this a little different today. We're going to go... Actually, not going to go. I got to sneeze. Hold on. Oh, am I muted? I don't know how I got muted. Oh, because I sneezed. Yeah. Look for the previous day high here. We sneezed, muted ourselves, and forgot. Alrighty, alrighty. So we're going to take that 15-second trade today. At open. Well, we got rooms. You short? 774. Got a few minutes here until open. We'll see what happens. Good morning, Amelia. So I do have 3. Oh, yeah, I do need to do that right quick. Excuse me. I have 3 My Funded Futures accounts. I am going to just copy those. We're going to copy those. Let me get the copier up on those. And so anything I take on those, we'll just copy across. We'll try to do it like 10 points here, 10 points there. There we go. All right. Let's get set up here for the 15-second trade. Morning, Clarity. Dumping. At least on the 15-second chart. All right, we've got about a minute and a half here until open, so we'll see kind of what happens. If you're unfamiliar with the opening trade, we're going to bracket above and below the first 15-second candle. And, yeah. Today I'm just using a trail stop. I don't even have a target. So I'm using 3 points. Hopefully the stop works correctly. I don't really know. Sometimes it does. Sometimes it doesn't. So if it doesn't, it doesn't. But we're going to use a trail stop, just a trail price. Good morning to Mimi. The only one who's rolled over to September. Probably Joseph. We got more... We still have more volume on the other contract for now. All right, here we go, guys. Gotta get my hands ready here because this will be quick. This will be quick. Clarity rolled over. Yeah. I'm going to probably roll tomorrow. That's probably what I'll do. All right, there's the open candle. All right, got the orders in. Trailing. There we are. We're all out. So that worked beautifully there. $951 across 3 funded accounts. $1,000 across that account. $1,000 across that account. Beautiful play. The trail definitely was the way to go. Anybody else catch that? Anybody else catch that? I'm telling you guys, I back tested this here. It's 80% win rate, 81% win rate. It's 100% worth taking. I like it a lot. I just took it across 3 funded accounts, so if that tells you anything. You chickened out, Manny Matt. I mean, 81% win rate. I'm taking it now, and I don't even care if it kills my consistency. If it goes 15, 1600 bucks, I'm just gonna keep it and just make more money. So nice room. Let's go. So ES did not sweep the high yet. Nasdaq did there. So what did that pay us there? How many points did we end up getting? We only got seven and a half points, 7 points. We normally shoot for 2, but you can see that trailing still. You could set it where trail just goes to break even. I mean, look what this has paid so far off that 70 points there. Copy problem traders, yeah. Copy trader, yeah. Couldn't even place an order. Dang, that sucks. Starlink. Yeah, at least you got some internet though at the camp. Previous day high sitting up there, 950. But yeah, trail worked nicely there. I wasn't sure how well it would work, but it did work nicely. You could trail it further behind if you wanted to. I went 12 ticks. You could trail it further behind, but we didn't do that. We still are in the red on those accounts, but that goes a long way for building a little bit of room. What up, Sergio? How you doing? If we find an A+ setup, we will be taking it on our Take Profit Trader accounts or some sort of setup that makes sense, right? My goal this week, I really want to concentrate on these My Funded Futures and try to get them past. You know, try to make 200 to 500 a day. That's the goal. So that's what I'm going to try to do. Black Beauty Machine in the house. I'm definitely going to roll over tomorrow. I don't think today is the day to do it, but probably going to roll over tomorrow. Buy one, get one free eval. No. Did they come out with something new, Amelia? I didn't see that. Man, that's going to be annoying. Because I just bought 3 yesterday. So did they go buy one, get one free? Like right now? Nice. I like it. Buy one, get one free on. I mean, I'm telling you guys, My Funded Futures is an awesome prop firm, guys. I mean, it's one of the best. Don't sleep on them. If you're not trading them, I mean, they're really, really good. Really good prop firm. Own everything except for the starter. See, I like the starter the best. I do have the starter pros. For now, I bought the starter pros, which I think they help if you're going for larger trades, right? Without having to do the consistency. So buy one, get one free right there if you guys want to jump in on it. I'm tempted to long here on an eval. Back above 50, I think we probably go. All right, I'm long eval here. 10-point stop. If it stops me out, that's okay. I'm just guessing that it's going to go above 50, and it's stopped me out already, so never mind. Get back a few bucks there. Too little bit of a stop, probably. Good until the 20 seconds. Let's go. So taking a little loser there on the My Funded Futures eval. Just thought above 50 it probably goes. It just didn't. I do think it's going to end up going here. Room short on the PA. Good luck, sir. I mean, I do think if we get a, a death candle, we did sweep buy side here. If we get a bit of a death candle through here, I mean, it's a good short setup. But what's the stop on it? 37 points. Good morning, Andy. How you doing? And there goes the rip. So I'm just a candle or two too soon on that. Good morning, Francis. One or two candles too soon there. ES made a new high there. Nasdaq failed to. Does that mean anything? I guess we'll find out. Stabbing long here again. Might get punished again. Literally the same spot. I'm going to move the stop into break even at 60. Get back above that wick at 60 there. I don't know why I'm trying to move this chart like it's a ninja chart. Just getting back used to moving the chart on ninja. Holding the control button. Yeah. 1 minute on this 5-minute candle. I think it's a good deal, Sergio. I think it's a pretty good deal. All right, now stop in. And we're going to trail. Locking in 9 points there. 10 plus the commission. There we go. Taking the win. Let's go. Taking the win. Let's go. Back in the green. Yeah, I think my funded futures is a really good deal. So when you pass the eval, you get 2 PAs from my funded futures, or you get another eval. No, you get 2 PAs, Sergio. And then the cool thing about it is no consistency rule. End of day drawdown. Right? 5 $100 days to get to a payout. I mean, it's really nice deal. Oh, actually, what are the payout rules on the Starter Plus? Are they different? Is it still 5 $100 days on the Starter Plus? I like the starter account better because I don't care. The consistency rule doesn't bother me. But I understand the reason why someone might would want the Starter Plus, because there's no consistency. You can make as much as you want there. So you get a free eval after you pass the first one. Okay, I get you. All right, there we go. Straight to funded, buy one, get one free. Also, from what they say, Owlboy, do they still have a straight to funded deal? I don't know. Or is that like a Path to Live one? Yeah, I don't know if they still have that or not. I don't think they do. You're thinking of Tradeify? Yeah, Tradeify definitely has the straight to funded. Tradeify. Full port. We already did Pine Tree. We already did, man. We full ported this morning for $980 on a funded. Had it's still in the red. Well, actually, all three of the fundeds. These three fundeds, I copied. 15-second opening range break. Banged. I only took 7 points. I only took 7 points, and it paid like 75. It's actually still paying, right? Let's get these up here. It's still paying, what did it pay? 75 points there? Let me see. Hold on. Yeah, 75 points. Let's see here. Don't want that. Lost my chart. I forgot about the Ninja. I need to turn the... Well, actually, I don't... The copier's not going to matter. Yeah, the copier's not going to matter. ES did not. So ES pushed up there. It made a new high, 602. I'm going to bring both contracts up just to kind of get a look to see if we get some SMTs in those, you know, on those contracts as well. We do have an inside bar there on the 5-minute chart. Wow, it left equal highs there too, didn't it? So kind of if it breaks above 872, you would expect maybe some sort of continuation. Might try it here with a 10-point stop. What is the, let's see, 6 points to the high. Yeah, probably. I'm going to take it here with a 10-point stop. Stop's probably tighter than it should be. I think you got to really give it more room than that, but I'll try it. So I got my order sitting at 872.50. And we'll see what happens. Bounce right off the 200 SMA on the 1 minute. I like the 200. I just don't. I got 3 SMAs on here already, or 3 EMAs. So I didn't want to add too many on there to kind of make it all cloudy. A little too much stuff going on, if you will, from my chart. But I do like the 200 EMA a lot. All right, I'm tagged in there. And out. Tagged in, tagged out. We'll take it. All right, so we're up $400 on... I'm looking for $400 to $500 on these per day. I don't know what I'm up on the other two. Let's check those. We're up 320 because I took a winner on this one overnight in 310. Unless something's obvious, I'm probably going to just shut these accounts down for the day. Maybe we take like an EMA bounce or something. We may do that. Maybe one more play. So it's very consistent. I agree, Nathaniel. I like those plays. I like those plays. But yeah, I think just locking this down, or even maybe even switching over to maybe switching over to micros. Go with like 5 micros to reduce risk. Might do that. But for the most part, we're not trying, trying to pass these in 5 days so $300 to $500 a day will get us there. Try to get us past by the end of the week, if we can. All right, let me see. Yeah, that's my funded futures. What's the scaling rule? There's no scaling rule that I know of, Sergio. Is there a scaling rule on my funded futures? None that I know of. I mean, as far as like scaling, I don't know I'm not sure what you mean by scaling though. It's kind of what I'm. Oh, when you choose the account, scaling. Okay, I get what you mean. So with the starter, you can start out with only 1 mini, I think. Once you're funded. You can only start out with 1 mini. Trading 1 mini or 10 micros. And then the other one, the expert, there is no scaling. You got maximum size available right away. Starter plus, I'm not 100% sure on the starter plus. Guys, we got 62 viewers and only 16 likes. Help me out and hit that like button if you have not already. But those scaling rules are for once you're funded. They're not in effect during the eval. Might have a little 1 minute. I think it's going to close here. I will say, I don't really look at the scaling as a negative just because it does help you kind of save the account there, right? Now this could be a scenario where we could take a 50 bounce. Oh, that did open. That did stay open. Oof, look at that movement. Woo, what is that? What is that? What is that? Yes, just ripped up. Nasdaq as well. Oh. All right, I'm along. Stop to break even will be 93.25. Wait, I'm on the wrong chart. I just realized I'm on the September contract over here on Ninja. I just realized that. Yeah, dang it. And it already hit the break even. September already hit the break even. If it gets back in the green here, I'm going to just move to break even. I didn't realize that the Ninja, I wasn't even looking at Ninja's first time I've actually pulled it over. It's on September already. Still think it could go. All right, I'm just going to break even early there because this is technically an invalid trade. Just in 3 micros. All right, stop me out. I didn't notice this was on September. It rolled. Elon bidding. But see, this one didn't hit the internal yet. Does trailing drawdown stop on the Apex eval? No. It follows you the whole way up until you pass. Is everybody else rolled? I mean, I don't know. Let me see. They're on the U contract over here on My Funny Futures TV. Yeah, Ninja does auto roll. It did ask me at open, and I forgot. It asked me when I logged in. I forgot to hit yes. I don't mind it auto rolling. I just wasn't. I just that trade is invalid on that contract. So the volume is still on the the M contract for now. Trading view. Let me see if my trading view actually rolled. Don't think it did. No, it's still on M. Next pseudo resistance in 40 points. Yeah. So the trade is valid here on this contract, but not on the other one. You have to tell it to get over there and roll over, says Tame Tiger. So it would have been a break-even trade anyway off this. Yeah, Quant Tower does not automatically roll for sure. So what, I know Patrick was like, oh, look at there. Look at her go, 900 here. I know Patrick's talking about a new partnership this morning. I was trying to take a look. Yeah, 22,130 on that one, Ben. It still would have worked if I would have held it, but previous day high up there at that 50 level. We could look for a little reaction off that area, off the previous day high 950. Funding ticks. Yeah, I never heard of that one. Introducing part of the video, yeah. You got FOMO now. I should have closed out for the day. Yeah, there's no point in having FOMO. Where's old Patty at? Let me pull him up. Let's see how bad he's screaming today. Yeah, they're a, from what I understand, aren't they a, they're a Forex prop firm or something right now already? Was he over there yelling at ICT again? He's over there on ICT again. What's up, Tech T? I might short the 950 area just for a reaction. Risk 10 points. ICT, yeah, he's in his chat. Wasted 685 trade on sim, was running some early tests and thought I switched. Oh, that sucks. Now that will tilt me, futures trader. That will tilt me. That will tilt me. Grab that open breakout. Yeah, we took it to Tech T. We're up 1,003 funded accounts. We took it full port, 7 minis. We only grabbed 7 points, and it is still going up off our entry. Our entry was here. See our long entry. We only took 7 points. And I mean, this, you know, this 15-second breakout's only up 142 points off there. With never coming back to the entry. Telling you guys, this, if you're not watching this 15-second break, like on a day like today, obviously we got stopped on the trail, right? But like, I mean, with 7 minis, if you have an account like Take Profit Trader or whatever that has no trailing, then really can work well. Oh, you blew your evals? That sucks. Yeah, I was short bias yesterday, but coming into today, it kind of pretty easy to switch to long. Last 2 weeks with only 7 points. I trailed it today, Owlboy. No target. Let's go, Black Beauty. Nice job. Normally, I just go for 2 points full port, looking for $200 or $400. But today, I decided to go no target. 12 ticks. 12 ticks, and then yeah. Yes, pushing above this pivot here. Well, we got top of the hour here in 2 minutes. I'm only using a 3-point stop. You the man, Kev. Pine Tree. 3-point stop, 12 ticks. I had an auto trail today, 12 ticks, and it trailed tick for tick. So if it went in profit 1 tick, it was 11 tick stop. 2 ticks, 10 tick stop, so on and so forth. So. Owlboy, they can't deny you for a 2-point stop loss and a 2-point take profit. It's a 1-to-1. It's a 1-to-1. They got no hyper scalping rule on Apex or Bulenox. And you don't have to use that type of a stop. You can use a normal size. You can, all right, let me turn Patrick off. I can't listen to him. You can still use normal size. You can take this trade with the 1 or 2 minis and use a 10-point stop and a 10-point take profit. I'm using it big size, short profit. So yeah, somebody told me that too, Pine Tree, and I haven't looked at it for the Globex Open yet. But I backtested this one. I did 58 days. So actually now we're on, because of the 2 winning days back to back. So that puts us, I'm sorry, we're at 56 days. All right, I'm a short here, guys. Look for a little scalp. This is on the funded accounts that I'm already up 1,000 on. I think I'm going to go stop to break even right now. Oh. All right, we got stopped out break even there. I should have set a limit order at 50. I think it actually pulled back to 40. It was right there at it. But anyways, you know, so I've got what, 56 days of data now, and it's 46 out of 46 and 10. Boom, 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 boom. Who has micro scalping rule, futures trader? Who you talking about? What you talking about? What you talking about? Bulenox and APEX do not have a micro scalping rule. Oh, I think Take Profit Trader had one, but I think they did away with it if I'm not mistaken. Or not Take Profit, My Funded Futures. So, but if, you know, it goes back to like if you're, now I'm using it on Bulenox, right? That's what I'm using it on. So I know Bulenox doesn't. Now, Apex does not have a micro scalping rule. Now, they do have a, you know, consistency, size consistency or whatever rule. But if you can show them that you're using this trade every day, you're not. Okay. So with Apex, it is probably difficult to try it on Apex because it is a bracket above and bracket below strategy, right? But I'm not really using it with Apex. If I did it with Apex, I would pick a side. Right. But if you could show them that that's what you're using, oh, a 15-second breakout, you know, taking the breakout here, taking the breakdown here, so on and so forth, then they shouldn't be able to deny you for that. Now, you can't bracket above and below. My funded futures did change their micro scalping rule, as far as I know. So this would have worked. We pulled back into the 38.75. Had I not went stop to break even there, it would have worked. We're sitting at the previous day high. We have a psychological level of the 950. That's why I was considering a short there. That's why I took the short for those reasons. But $97. No, it's just a one-time pay, Sergio. As long as you pass it within the first month, then you don't pay anything else. And I think it's $92. I think. If you do it habitually, 2-point stop, 2-point take profit, take over 500 trades, then it's suspicious. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'm not going to take 500 trades. Yeah, this is going to be one trade per day doing that exact same model. Now, you can show them that it is a strategy. So they don't want you to bracket above and below, I guess, which I get that. So you know, if you take it on Apex, you would just wait. So in other words, I mean, you could just wait and like, okay, I think it's going to, you know, once it gets close to that side, you just put it on that side. But you the man, Sergio. Appreciate ya. Tradeify is 5 seconds. Yeah, I think it's still an average even with Tradeify, right? Still an average. This trade I was in this morning, this took more than 5 seconds. Even that trade right there, 8 points, it took more than 5 seconds. Because it tagged me in, it held up for a second or two, and then it went. But this morning I did it with a trail stop. I didn't even use a target. So we took 7 points. There's several different ways to do it. You have to think about what prop firm you're using it with, right? But so far it's, I mean, very, very good results. I still got another 55, 60 days of back testing to do on it. And I'm going to continue that probably this afternoon. And we'll see how it pans out. So no, I'm not doing the 350. Weekend was good, John. I'm not doing the 350. That was not something that like I ever 100% believed in. Like I knew, because I had done the back testing on it, Pine Tree, right? And I knew that long term, when you went back to January, that trade only won at about 48%, right? That trade won at 48%. This trade's winning at 81% going back to the same time frame. So much, much higher win rate. So, but of course I still got back testing to do. But so far the results are encouraging. I did notice that you could do a few things on that 350 trade to tweak it. If you had a real choppy day, then you just don't take it. If you had a day with nice movement, then then it usually would have a good move and it would work. A higher probability, it would be higher probability then. So there's a couple of different ways you could kind of work that there. ES tapping the 6047 level. Yeah, I mean, it'll do much back testing. The 15-second trade failed the entire first week of March. Where are my results? Well, I haven't gotten to March, so I have not gotten to March. The most consecutive losses that I had on it was 3, but I'm not to March. Let's see, what did I make it to? I might be right there at March. I mean, I went for, let's see, are we in March? Maybe we did, I don't know. Yeah, it depends on what you're looking for too. It depends on what you're looking for, because for it to fail for me, it has to make less than 4 points. If it makes 4 points or more, then I consider it a win. No, Francis, you're only using a 2-point stop, 2 to 3 point stop. So 3 losses will not blow the account. If you're going full port, three points is risking around $400. $400. So 3 losses would have you down $1,200. I made 1,000 today. So that's what you got to understand. It's like, even if you lost Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and you won Thursday, Friday, you're still making money. So, still making money. Using the first 1 minute, it was profitable. I remember using the trail stop. I'll have to dig it out. Oh, okay. Yeah, 12 ticks trailing stop. Yeah, John, that would kind of make sense. I mean, if you use a 12 ticks trailing stop, then that would be kind of like, you got to get to 3 points to get to break even. That's kind of very similar to what I was doing. I even said 4 points. So if it was a manual, I wrote everything down. We didn't do it on the thing, but if it was 4 points, I counted it as a loss. Or 4 points, I counted as a win. 3 points, I counted as a loss. So even doing it that way, we had, like I said, we only had 10 losses. And there was a couple of them where it went like 3.25, 3.5. It depends on your entry, right? Whether you get slipped. So I don't have Francis, I'm going to no target. That's the way I'm going to do it from now on. I'm going to go with a 3-point stop, no target, and just trail it. Have a trail stop. It'll trail 12 ticks behind price. I might even go bigger once I do a little more back testing, because had I went bigger today, I mean, the first pullback didn't even occur until after we ran up to 50, 60 points. 75 points before we got the first pullback. I mean, hell, you could even take it and go, all right, at 10 points, it's just going to plant the stop at break even, and we're going to see how high it can go. I mean, there's several different ways you can work it, right? If let's say you got a 60% win rate by just planting the stop at break even at 10 points and just seeing how high, maybe you target the previous day high. So maybe you set the stop here at break even, you just go 1 mini and you target the previous day high. That's 145 points today. It's going to make up for a lot of losses, right? So what you have to understand, in my back testing, I'm not counting these huge wins. I'm not counting the huge wins. I'm only counting. So the average winner was 17 points. That was the average winner. Average winner, 17 points. I'm just looking for 2 to keep that win rate super high. Because to me, I'd rather see it win 80% of the time. Maybe I miss out on a 100-point move. But I see it win a super high win rate. To me, is a little more. I'd rather have that consistency of the higher win rate than to have a lower win rate and sometimes bang bigger trades. But it's up to you. You have to backtest it yourself and kind of see like what you think. And that's what, that's me. I didn't make a decision on it until I did my own back testing, and then I was like, I think this is a play with larger size and a smaller take profit that makes sense. So I'm using FX replay, Francis, but I'm still manually, because I don't like how I have to sit there and put the trade in. So I'm manually keeping the results. The cool thing about FX replay, if you actually put the orders on, it would tell you max RR, it would tell you average RR, it would tell you all that stuff yourself. You wouldn't have to figure it out. So where can you find the pairs you can trade on my funded futures accounts? Let me see. Who can trade here? What is the end of day drawdown? Right here. So down here at the bottom, what assets can I trade? It gives you all the pairs here. So all these pairs. So scroll all the way to the bottom off the main page. And this is the frequently asked questions. And there you go. Shows you all the pairs. Yeah, no worries, Sergio. But yeah, my back testing, I'm not, I want you to understand, I'm back testing the most recent 6 months, and I'm doing it manually. You know, I'm not just doing like 4 or 5 days a week and then throwing it out there to you guys. You couldn't figure out how to use it? Yeah, Pine Tree, it is a little tricky. That's why I say I'm not a huge fan of like putting the orders on and stuff. I just do it. I just use the chart and go with the manual version. So just use the chart. The older version was definitely easier to use than this newer version that they came out with. Might put in a 5-minute OB here. Looks like it's probably going to. I mean, there's nothing to do here. It's just grinding higher. If you're not already in long, it's tough to do anything. We're just waiting for initial balance to maybe be set. Looks like a 22,300 day potentially for sure. We're already at 22,183 over there on the new contract. 21,950s over here on the M's. I mean, you could take this long off the previous day high above it as well. We closed above. It's almost like an initial balance play. You got a psych level here. You could long off that level as well there. Might, oh, am I going to take that? Nah, I don't know. I might take it on eval. Do we try it on the old eval or not? I mean, it kind of makes sense, right? Closed above. Nice close above. Pull back, retest previous day high. I think Husk looks for the close above the previous day high on the 5-minute. So I think he'd probably be waiting for this candle to close. Then he'd look for a retest. We also have an OB. We're putting in a 5-minute OB here as well. So this should be a Husk trade right here. I think park a buy order at 48.75, 49. And then let it go. 10 points. Might try it over here on my evals. Even though I said I was going to shut those down for the day. I'm going to try it. Now, if it runs to the target here, I'm going to just be out because it's already going to give the reaction. It missed me by a tick there. Yep. Missed me by a tick. I mean, come on. How are you going to go without me, brother? Are you just going to go without me? That's rude. But you can see why that trade, like what we're looking at there, right? I mean, makes a lot of sense. If you're looking for just little areas to get a little reaction, and that's all you're looking for there, Little reaction area. Spot that makes sense. I mean, this very well could still tag us in. But I don't know. It's kind of like the first test is the best test, right? It's usually the way you think. First test is the best test. I don't know. Did Huss take that? Or has he got his previous day high marked out somewhere else? I've got that marked as previous day high. I'm pretty sure it is. Oh, Husk already rolled over. Why is everybody rolling over when the volume is still on the M's? All right, kind of pulling back here. Let's see here. Would that have tagged me in there? My order was at 48.75. No, so it still wouldn't have tagged me in. Missed me by a tick. 2 ticks off my entry there. Rude. Initial balance set in 12 minutes. You're rolled over because the volume will probably be on the new contract before the end of the day. Yeah, I think it's tomorrow, but I mean, you could be right. You could be right. You could be correct. I just checked it this morning. It wasn't even close, though. That's why I stayed on the old one. I don't have it. Missed me by a tick. You dirty dog. How did the 15-minute opening range work today? Where was the opening range candle? Or so this is the 15-minute. So it broke out and never came back. So the 15-minute today banged, huh? So the breakout of the 15-minute on this candle here, if you just take the breakout, if you're a person that takes the retest, then you're sitting here. But yeah, not bad. Volume is higher on the new contract, but open interest is lower on it. Let me check it now. Goodness. Boom, 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 boom. You took the long. Nice. Did it retest on the other contract? Let me see. Oh, yeah, it did. On the other contract, it retested nicely. So, yeah. A break and retest there on the other contract. Nice, nice, nice. Volume. Let me check it. Oh, goodness. You got squeezed it open, so you added. Oof. That sucks, Michael. Yeah. Oh, you added longs. I got you. Perfect. I thought you said you were short. All right, we are getting a pullback in here now. It's kind of waiting here. Not much to do. 160 pullback. Yeah, I mean, kind of makes sense. See a short squeeze to all-time highs? Maybe. Yeah, you're not wrong, Pon. We talked about that on Friday, right? What did we say? Short-term outlook's going to be negative. Long-term, it's going to be positive. Yeah, I see it, Futures Trader. I got it pulled up over here, too. Do I stab the 948 area again? Or do we, in fact, wait for a 50 touch? $50 touch doesn't really have anything else going for it today, though. It's just a naked 50, which we don't love. They still work, but they're not as high confidence. Just a naked 50 touch. Oil has a beautiful bear flag. Indeed, oils came all the way back down after that spike. Look at her going without me again. Holding up there nicely. All right. I don't know. We are kind of consolidating here. I do think a retouch of the previous day high, hold that 50 level, could be a nice bounce. Around 980 should be a lot of stop losses. Yeah, I agree. Boom, 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 boom. Nothing about this says short, though, yet, right? Nothing says short. Let's see what we get. We're just sitting here, guys, waiting. I mean, it's nothing to do, right? We're up $1,000 on 3 accounts. We're up 446 on one eval, 310 and 305 on 2 others. And we're up $6 on a funded 25K take profit trader. So you're too chicken, Neo. Nah, it's not about being chicken there, Neo. Makes sense. Now, hey, if you get a pull back into the 950, I mean, you know, we've held that level. I think we could probably, that's not a bad entry. More than likely what happens is initial balance sets here. We push through the 78 and then we pull back. Retest it and maybe fail there. You got that 22.018. I think, if I remember right, isn't that a data wick? I remember when I marked that out. I think that's a data wick. Yep. Nope, it's not. Are those equal highs? Okay, those are equal. This is a data wick. Oh, the 106 is a data wick. Okay. That's what it is. Maybe one of those days where you just get long and strong at open and you just hold it all day. A grind higher. All right, it's pushing initial balance right here before it gets to it. Before it gets set. But we're just waiting. There's not much you can do here. I mean, like, this is one of those things where you just have to wait and see what happens. It's pushing there 75. You're probably going to see a bigger candle here, a little burst into the 90. 1 minute until initial balance is set. Could maybe long here and take this breakout. I think it works for 10 points into maybe the 90, but it is definitely dangerous. $220 now. Yeah, I do think 210 at least. All right, initial balance is now set. I don't know if I want to take an initial balance play off this or not. Oh, 22,000, yeah. I do think we get a pop here, but I don't think it's worth just blindly taking it. Can we go? Can we go? I don't know. This is ugly price action, guys. It's just, I mean, it's grinding higher. It's tradable, but it's hard to do anything. A 50 EMA touch. Some sort of pullback here would be nice. We don't know, Ben. I mean, it could. Is FOMC this week? I didn't even look. All right, ES kind of, I mean, I am tempted to take a long here. ES is working. I think we pop. ES working its way above initial balance here. Good morning, Coach Fred. Party has left a lot of trash price action below. Yeah. Oh, it's last week. Was it? So let me see. 10:30. I'm going to stab long here. Uh, 20,000. I need my stop to be a little lower here. See if we can go here. Grab some day traders. You demand, Coach Fred. Thank you. Trying to look. I got a bad feel here. Let's see. 50. I mean, realistically, this should be like at 1050. Where they take profit. Can she go? Yes, holding up there at the 55 level. It's kind of the next level up. If it can pop above there, we should be able to go. What up, Alito? Dun, 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 dun. I'm not trading this my self account, so it's fine. So close there to getting my profit. 2 points. 2 points away. Yes, just retested the initial balance there. Get back to the 0850. I'm going to move the stop. Inspire me. Go long, Black Beauty. I don't know. Wish I had nuts to hold for 300 today. Yeah. I want to move that up. Ultimately may not matter here. All right, I got stopped. Down 120 bucks on that. Failure. No real clean close above initial balance there, to be honest, but I'm going to retest that previous day high there at 950s maybe. We do need a little pullback here. So maybe a retest of the 950 area. Maybe even a little lower, 940. Broke the 190s there, so should pull back here a little bit. Reclaim of the 190 probably gets us back going, but all right, let's see if we get a little pullback here into maybe like that 950 area. Let's see if we can get a little pullback here. I don't know. So far, not really happening. This is going to hold below initial balance here or not. The repop of the initial balance here probably gets a pretty big candle here. Rejecting it right there so far. We get back below this wick here, I think we get a little run into the 950 or the 60 area there on the 60 area there on the new contract. Back below that wick, I expect a little expansion lower. Starting to love Elite Trader funding getting payouts. Nice, Coach Fred. I like it. So I do think on the new contract, if we get back below 82 here, we get a little expansion at that point. So kind of like right... 150 retrace. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Somewhere in there. 160s, looks like. Still holding up there. Couldn't get below that wick yet. If it gets below that wick, I think we get a little expansion lower. Nothing huge, but something. All right, broke the wick. See if it can go now. Caught 7 down, 7 up, 7 down. Let's go. Nice job. Did jump in short there. Stop's already in. Just want to see if it can fire lower. I wanted to see it move lower quicker, but it's not doing it. Come on. I wanted to see some expansion there. Just didn't get it yet. I was trying to get that loss back that we just ate. I should probably not have the stop in, to be honest. Stop should probably still be up here. Difficult to get 10 points to the short side here, even for me. Come on. How's that? Ah. I mean, really? Really? Oh, man. How does it not take me there? Yeah, reclaim of 90. Reclaim of 90 here is not going to be good for my short. There's a stop up there just above initial balance high. If it pops that, we're probably out of here. He was short for like 5 minutes, came within 3 to 6 ticks. Yeah. If it pops initial balance, I think it's going to go. And the whole number here. Kind of want to add into it, but I'm not going to do it. I don't know. It probably should have just taken it left, took my break even there. In hindsight, right? Watching, watching, watching. Let's see what we get. Yep, stopped out there. Nothing you can do about that. I mean, I probably should have just taken the stop earlier. Holy cow, I got huge slippage there. Huge slippage. It was huge. Left equalize over here. That was weird. You guys not get that wick on y'all's charts? You can't create a bot for it, I think. It's huge. That's right. You loaned at 200, popped to 205. Yeah. Does anybody else have that wick on their chart to 222, 16, 50? Minis went to 205. Micros went to 215. Gotcha. No big high, no new high here on this chart over here. You're long off this imbalance. Really need to hold the 90 here. Let's see, 976. Where was the initial balance over here on this other one? Let me find it. I should just mark it out. Right at 2,200, 22,000. $22,000, I guess. All right, well, just kind of waiting to see what happens here. ES working its way below initial balance. Obviously, Nasdaq still below here on the old contract. And we're below it on the new contract, too. You can Neo. It's up to you. I'm just on the old one still, just for now. We just hit the macro, so if we're going to continue up, maybe we do it now. Need to just get back above that 90 there. I think we can go, but Rico candles, those are a bit weird. Yeah, Ricos are all right. Needs to hit 106 to go higher. See if we get back above the 90. 5.5 points per candle. You're still holding 172 is your stop. Nice. 65 times 3. I like it. Needs to get back above 90 here, in my opinion, to kind of squeeze. See if it can. Let's see. James, my email's in the description of the video. It's just methodicalman@gmail.com, no underscore. Methodicalman@gmail. Now this 50 EMA here looks pretty tasty. This 50 EMA, I don't know if we get the touch, but it looks a little more tasty now since it's at the previous day high. All right, let's get a push above the 90 level here. Let's get this rip right back through the 22,000. It's going to go here. 2208. I like it. If it pops 22, I think it hits 2208 fast. Needs to hold above 90 now, though. Yeah, it's here, I'll show you. So if you just go to my channel and you click here, there's my email. So it's under the about. Yeah, just my name at Gmail. All right, there's the pullback. This looks like a good spot to buy. I think I'm going to do it even on these fundeds. So I'm going to risk $200 here. We're up 980. What'd Tom say? Oh, Marson, do you ask or do I need to ask? What's the Sabo level for today? All right, get a little pullback here. Let's see. I do got this entry below the 50 EMA because kind of like between previous day high and the 50, it might touch the 50 and not get us tagged in. We'll see. Oh, that's fine, James. I'll check it. All right, here we go. Oh, I didn't mean to take that off yet. If it hits my target, then I'm going to take it off. Boom, 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 boom. If it's my target, I'm going to take it off there. US more volume? I don't know. I didn't check it yet. I checked it a few minutes ago. It was still pretty even. Oh. Oh, but it did go did it go 10 points off this level? I can't tell. All right, we're in. Back above 54, I will put the stop in because I don't want it to come back below the 50 at that point. So stops in at break even here. Stop this out. I was thinking to push back above 50, we would just go. No, I'm not right. Roll, not yet. Exiting manually. Yeah. All right, retesting the EMAs here. See if it wants to go. 2209 on deck. 2208. We'll see. 22208. Ended up working there. Not moving the stop on this play. We were long off the 50, as you can see, and it pushed up right there, gave us the 10 points. Stop was at the 40, so we only ever took 2.75 points of drawdown. What up, Oracle? How you doing? So, again, another one that we kind of paper-handed there. Little paper hand on that one. This is top of the hour. We do have a little trend line going here. Could pop. See if it pushes back and retests that 22,200 there. Looks like it wants to. Nice little wick up there on the micros. Just a wick through there. Button hold in effect. Ugh. Max over there chilling today. Just chilling out. Previous day high. Slapping once again. He's a Dotson. He is a, I don't know the specifics, so he's a Dotson, but he's a long hair, blue, something. I don't know. I don't know all the dirty deets on it. I can't remember, but he's a long haired, like a blue Dotson, I think is what they're called. 20 points. I need my 40. Do they howl? No, he just barks. But guys, once again, I mean, I say this day after day after day, and I realize I'm not, I'm paper handing it, but like 50 EMA, banger, once again. I mean, even if you took it off the 50, you took 6.5 points of drawdown for 20 points. I was really not patient enough. I think I got long somewhere in here on the other contract. Wasn't patient enough there. Nice drop directly back to the 50 there, rejecting that initial balance. Yes, retesting that 6047 level. Used to have one that had a thyroid issue and got up to 65 pounds. Holy cow. Goodness gracious, Pond. 65 pounds? I think max is about 13 pounds. 65 pounds, insane. That's crazy. You're going to get a howler to entertain the neighbors? Yeah, I'm sure they'll love that. They'll love that. What up, Thomas? Good morning. So I'm green on every account except for one. Down $213 on the funded take profit trader account right now. Well, we may look for something here. We will look for something. All right, there we go. Nice little pullback again. Man, do I try this one more time? I don't know if I want to try it one more time. Up 416. Let's go. Nice job. Fibonacci EMA 34. I'm going to take a little stab here along on the ES. Stop at the low. Very tight stop here. Might get stopped. Only 2 points. Stop to break even really like 602s. Like I said, very, very small stop here. All right. Yeah, 300 today is a great target. It's funny that just chopping. It's so choppy. We leave equal highs up here? It looks like we did. No, they're not quite equal. Anyone try contacting TPT support in the past week? Yes, I have. Going good, flawless. We're up about 1,000 on 3 accounts. Down 272 on one funded, and then up 400, 300, 300 on some evals. Clarity I contacted them early in the morning. I contacted them Friday because I had an issue with my funded account, or one of my accounts had disappeared. And they got it fixed up for me on Friday. Yeah, I think Cove uses the 34. Nice job, Flawless Trailer. Let's go. Let's go. Excellent. Yeah, I think Cove actually uses the 34 quite a bit. Yeah, no worries. Do we pop the initial balance here or not? Let's see. No real strong close above initial balance yet. Can ES reclaim that 6100 level here? Or the 6047 on the old contract? Trading Mints, did you get in touch with them? Yeah, I would encourage you guys to message them early in the morning. I get in contact with them with no problem, usually before 10 a.m. So earlier than that, I usually get right away, like 9, 8 o'clock, 8:30 Eastern. Get answers pretty quickly there. All right, ES pushing back above 6,100. Nasdaq about to pop that 2,200, 22,200. See if we can push in through that. Get back above that wick there at the 16s. Pop the initial balance, so it should be able to go if it can. It's not doing it yet. Yeah, Trading Mitch, you gotta send it early in the morning. Typically, that's what I've seen. Should be able to pop this initial balance here and get a pretty big candle. Let's do it. Come on, get back above 22K here and rip on the new contract. Just got to pop the initial balance here. We should go. Got to make a new high here. Got to make a new high. Rejecting for now. ES actually looks kind of weak here. ES looking weaker. Sellers trying to make an appearance. Yeah, that's what I'm seeing. We got an SMT here with the ES. So I think we get some sort of retracement here at least. to some degree. That's a bearish SMT. ES didn't take this high. Nasdaq did, but may not mean anything. We lose the 90, you'd think we run into the 80 at least, but we'll see. Yeah, difficult to say really what it's going to do, to be honest. Difficult to say. Housey Face says, to the moon. I mean, maybe. Your TP was 211 and went to 207. Yeah. Well, there you go. All right. Wow. Still a bearish SMT here with the ES. I mean, ES did not breach the high. Nasdaq pushed all the way into 22K. Oh, you went break even? I am tempted to short here, but that's a pretty weak looking candle. That trade took almost an hour. It's insane, isn't it? I'm going to try it. I mean, it does feel like we move up, but like that big, huge wick right there kind of lead me to believe like, oh, maybe we go back down to a degree, but all right. Looks like we're going to get stopped. That's all right. Let's get back a couple hundred there on those accounts. Still up 750. Now that's a nice close above initial balance, finally. Pulled back off that 22,000 touch there. Yes, reclaimed that 47, held it nicely there. Binge watch Final Destination movies, you'll feel better. I can't stand those movies. They irk me. I used to watch them, but they irk me now as an adult. When I was a kid, I watched those, but they're real kind of freaky now. Everyone dies so horrifically. Yeah, it's like, you know, you could see that stuff happening now. So it's like, I don't know if I want to do that. Might try stab long here, a little more of a pullback. We'll see. I'm going to stab long here. I may give this a little more room. We'll see. Two and three are your fave. Yeah, I know I watched the first couple. But beyond that, I don't remember, really. Yeah, I'm long flawless trader with a funded. Was going to wait for a retest of initial balance, but I don't know that we get it. ES is still below it, so we get up here at 10 points. I may just take it off and get my loss back. We'll see. Get back above the 90 here. Should be able to pop. It's going to be the second test of it. I don't like those shows. I don't know. I'm one of those people like, I'll be thinking about it happening to me for real, you know? I'm going to drop the stop in a moment. So I'm just going to just stop it at break even here. I was up not quite 10 points there, I guess. It was like 8 points. 8 points. Massive lagging issues at the moment with Ninja Trader 8. I don't know, Luke. They did come out with an update. 22,230 is your target. I hate gore. Yeah, I can't stand no gore movie. I can't do it. Can't do it. Can't do it. So up 740 here. That's going all right. We're up 740 times 3 accounts, 3 funded. So we're up 441 eval and then 300 something on 2 evals. Boom, 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 boom. Look for initial balance retest. We'll take another entry if we get it. See if we get an IB retest there. Doesn't look like we're going to get it. Well, now it's going without me. Guess we shouldn't have put the stop to break even there in hindsight, huh? Boom, 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 boom. Moving to break even. Oh, nice. Woo. What's going on here? All right, I'm in long. We'll try it. All right. Death candle. Little death candle there. All right. So up 485 after that trade. So gave back about $500. Was there more war news? Something, I don't know. That was kind of odd. All right, getting a little pullback here. Kind of pulling back there. Let's see what we get. Maybe we pull back and retest that 950 area again. We'll see. Might push, might not. Who knows? We'll see. Just pushed right through the initial balance there. Like it wasn't even there. Yeah, I guess same thing over there on the new contract as well. Yes, back to the 6044 area there. Fajitas from Chili's. I don't know if those are. I've never had those. Fajitas? What does a fajita consist of? Is it like a taquito from the gas station? Let's see here. All right, if we get this inversion here, I'll probably take this. We have a bullish SMT here with ES, although I don't think the SMTs are going to play all that much. They're not going to be that big a deal considering the split volume. I think that's one of the things the split volume does kind of affect there. Inadvertent lifesaver for you today. It could be loot. It could be. That might make sense. Good morning, Takamura. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, Francis, apparently if you buy an account and you pass it, then you get a free eval after you pass it. Pulling back here, 960s. I mean, I've done okay, Takamura. We were green right away, and then we've given some back, but we're still green. My funded futures, Bull Bear. What up, Gold Chest Club? Yeah, we're still green. Just we've given back $400 or $500. I was rethinking this, and I was like, man, I should have shorted here. We have a big SMT with ES, but every time I tried to short today, I've gotten wrecked. Let's be honest. Gonna wait till 1. Yeah, that probably makes sense. You're in a short, Andy? Yeah, I mean, like, it makes sense if you have your stop at the high. Problem is, like I said, I think that right now, you know, it's tough to know which way it's going. Matt, it's pretty good. We're green on 3 fundeds and 3 evals. Small red on another funded, so not bad. Up 485 on 3 fundeds and 446 on an eval. 310 on 2 other evals. Boop, 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 boop. All right, Luke. Wish I could help you with it, man. I just don't know what to suggest. All right, I'm going to bite. I'm going to bite. Break below 60 is when I'll move the stop here. Drop the stop there. I guess it hit 60 exactly. It didn't break below it. All right. Stop this out. Evo, we were short there. We were short. Yeah, Nutty's long. Yeah, I mean, I don't hate the long if we can kind of get back above here, but so just realized you blew your Bluesky eval that was finally passed. Oh, dang. That sucks, Coach Fred. That sucks. Accidentally went long, got 5 points. Let's go. 150K static, man, that's terrible. Hate to hear that. All right, something's going on here for sure. Cover was 182 and it just tapped a 185 like 3 times. Yeah. We're getting some wiki here. ES back above 6047 here. Yeah, Trump's talking, yeah. You can tell. I wonder if he says China. If he says China, they could be in trouble. I mean, everything about this kind of tells me we're going down, but the only thing, I mean, if we do push back above this and we close with a bullish, real bullish candle here, then I'll consider the long. But so far, it's looking like a short. Big SMT with the ES. ES has not even made an attempt to make a new high in a long time. So. $22.010 is your target. Seems reasonable. Seems reasonable. Yeah, it is kind of like a bear flag. I don't know. Ah! I don't know. I'm wanting to enter here because we kind of generated some liquidity here. I think we run down into like the 950 quickly, 957s. But you just don't want to do it on intuition. You never know what's going to happen, so just wait. Be careful. ES reclaiming the 47 here. That's interesting. This thing could just rip higher. See how many touches we have here. I am tempted to short here. I think we're going to get a big candle to the downside here. All right, let's do it. Let's do it. I want to see it break this trend line and just sweep. The reason I'm going to short here is because we're generating a lot of liquidity, and I wouldn't even be comfortable taking the long, even if it triggers, right? So, with all that liquidity down there. If we lose, we lose. This will be the last trade we take on the funded. So we'll see. Kind of a break below 62 would kind of be when I would move my stop in. We'll see here, though. Nothing wrong with that, Matt. Nothing wrong with that. I probably should be done. Got Max barking. All right. All right, stopped out there. Stopped out, stopped out. It's going to sweep lower, though, Tech T. I know it is. Not going to leave this liquidity down here. I mean, like, I can't have my stop up here at the 90, though, you know? It may not come back up to this until after it runs the high, but we'll see. All right, so we're up 446 on one eval, 310 on the other two, and then 290 or 227 after fees on these three. $271 and $266. So still green, just give back a lot of the profits. Dun, 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 dun. I do think I'm going to go ahead and call it there, guys. It's 11:48. Market's not really moving. We're just giving back profit. So if you haven't already hit the like button for me, subscribe if you're not yet subscribed. Want to help support the channel, please will you time after show? Yeah, sure. Bull Bear, just message me. If you want to support the channel, use the codes down below. And we'll probably be back this afternoon for a little afternoon stream. So, appreciate you guys watching.